section. He walked in through the first section looking like Stokes' answer to the Crane twins. Here is our very own Reggie. It is Nikita!
Smooth. Where the fuck are you going?
To have a drink of water.
I was going to say, you do sit down there. Smooth. Smoothest start to a fucking gig you've ever had, into that. Jesus.
Smoothest start either.
Okay, so. Where was that from? Of course it was from you. So, after that awkward start, a bit about myself. So, I'm 24.
Woo! That's not the joke.
24, I'm single, believe it or not. Unlike a lot of single people, I've always been this way, so 24 years, never dated, never married, never kissed, never masturbated in all honesty. My balls are like the home front during the Second World War. Always ready for action, but never getting any. It's got to a stage now where if anything ever did happen down there, the aftermath's going to be something akin to Chernobyl. Go for like a 30-mile exclusion zone on that blast site, you know. Luckily enough, I live in Stoke. Mass explosion happens out there, no one's going to notice the difference. I was thinking about it the other day, like what would actually happen if the first time it goes off, someone else is involved? Like if you're in regular sex, I'm at risk of turning that person into a human cannibal. And if it's whilst receiving a blowjob, it's more than likely going to be a recreation of the Kennedy assassination.
Oh, that's dark.
That's not the worst I'm going to say tonight, either. Yeah, it might be the funniest punchline you listen to, but is the most historically accurate. I've looked into the reasons why I've never felt the urge to so much as bust a nut, and I've concluded I'm more than likely asexual, which if you don't know what that means, simply put, you name it, man, woman, child, dog, I've got no interest in fucking it. It does confuse a few people, like my uni mates couldn't get their head around this, so they decided to test it out. So what they did is put me in a chair and show me pictures of supermodels, basically going, would you shag this one? Nah. Does this one make you dingle tingle? You can see the evidence for yourself, lads. About 30 minutes of this. About 30 minutes of this, they got a bit bored, decided to test if I was gay or not. So we had a flip through a male swimmer magazine, and same result. Dead as a doornail down there. The whole experience, it was a bit like being at the opticians. Just sat there going, it's better number one or number two? Do you prefer Bruce Jenner pre-op or post-op? That was the one I was worried about earlier. So, good different.
Not the worst thing we've had tonight.
Well, Josh has been on, hasn't he? I've had a few people come up and ask me before now, like, how do you find out that you have no sexual interest to anything? And it's much the same way that a lot of people, like, you find your own sexual interest, don't you? Like, so for some older people in the room, it might be through porn mags in the woods. And some of the younger people, is it OnlyFans they use now? I honestly don't know. I think Storm banned all the porn. Now, they banned all the porn, haven't they, now, later?
No, they're banned, you just have to use your face as ID to get into the form.
I wouldn't know, like, my interest in politics is non-existent. Like, if you came here after the politics lecture, the bloke in the Scooby-Doo t-shirt's never going to give it you, for being honest. What I do know about politics, though, is, in my opinion, from what I know of Keir Starmer, he is as much a Labour Prime Minister as I am a comedian. Fucking hell, I don't know, I'll go off on a tangent sometimes, do I? Most people who can nail down their comic styles, like other storytellers or like one-liners or any of that stuff. I'm just like a linear graph. Always off on a tangent. That's the weirdest laugh I've ever heard, Chip, sorry. Yeah, so, how I found out that nothing works down there, right. Like most sexual experiences, this took place in a backstreet massage parlour. We all know sort of what we're dealing with, don't we want to say that? Sort of place you open the wrong door, there's going to be 20 Chinese people tied up, waiting to be rescued by Jason Statham.
I heard that in stereo.
No, only 20 he said.
That was referencing a film from 2001 to be fair, rather than a dig at Nick. You'll take it that way you can. You calm down? I'm genuinely trying to see if this bit works without you interrupting Kim for a check. Doesn't help, sorry. The rest of you have not a fucking clue what's going on, do you? Most weeks you'll interrupt my set. It's a bit annoying. At times. Huh?
Not during his fucking set, shut up!
Thank you, Nick. I forgot how long ago that one was. Anyway, so back to the massage parlour place thing. And so it's going along nicely as you'd expect, like working way up, she's working way at the back, undoing all the knots and whatever. Then she asks me to turn over, so I'm facing her. And she starts to slowly work her way up from my ankle, slowly building towards the genital area. And the closer she gets to the meat and two veg, I notice this concerned look over her face, like something's wrong. So I ask, like, anything the matter, and she looks me dead in the eyes and goes, "Is it broken?" Now, I didn't think there was anything wrong at this point, so I'm like concerned, thinking like it's my neck, my back, my ankle, my crack. No one listens to me, Nick Minaj. Is it Nick Minaj?
Pussy can't go.
I can't say pussy, can I though? 'Cause it's not. Anyway, but no, she turns around to me and just goes, "Is this broken?" And she squeezes them that hard, I'm sure something popped down there. But I'll say to me, like that being dead as a doornail down there, I just thought that was normal. So I again asked them, "Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it works down there, what's the issue?" And again, she looks me dead in the eyes and just goes, "Well, most people by this point have at least a semi on." And I didn't know what she meant. So I asked, and she turned to me and just went, "Well, let me show you." I would like to stress at this point that this story hasn't taken a 10,000-mile trip to Bangkok where all your minds have just gone. But rather what she meant was she was going to try everything in her power to give me a semi or fully erect. So she's just over me there giving me the dirty Sanchez, the hungry hippo, the Audi W. Nothing's working down there. Nothing's working down there. I'll be honest with you, at one point I'm sure she gave it CPR. She's just over it going. But yeah, nothing she tried worked, finished the massage, and off I fogged, which I will do now. Cheers.
His eyes are gone full of water. There we go. Give it up for Nikita!